I've been wanting this DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for a little over a year now, and now I've finally been shooting on it for about a month, and I've got some mixed feelings about it. But first, we've got 7 houses to photograph today. We've already done the first one, so we're gonna hop right into it. And basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that there's an equal amount of space on each side of the island. So we're trying to basically just make it as balanced as possible. And we're filming here on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And this tracking is incredible for single person creation. Like typically I would have to hire somebody to come and get behind the scenes shots of me like this because I'm moving around, and putting this on a tripod isn't always the most cinematic or engaging. But when we're able to kind of get these moving shots where I can just keep moving around and this thing tracks me no matter where I go, it's so convenient. And when you're trying to do one person shooting, you gotta have something like this at this point. And this thing does a pretty good job of tracking and not losing the subject. I mean, obviously, if you're really all over the place, then it'll lose you temporarily. But I think the biggest thing that I've noticed so far is the inconvenience of going into the app and actually selecting you as the subject that you actually want to go in and track. So what I've done instead is I'll always set it to selfie mode, and then I'll just turn it around, which actually makes it a lot more convenient because I can actually see if I'm in the frame or see if it's still tracking me. And so what I always end up doing, rather than going into the app and kind of setting the subject, which takes extra time, is if you just set it to selfie mode, you'll find the subject real quick, and then you can set it and forget it and continue to kind of move around as you please. And just like that, we're all done with property number 2 on the day. Being a house this size, probably about 12 to 1500 square feet, should only take you 15 to 20 minutes max on the interior. When you're not having to move anything, when it's brand new like this, it goes by super quick. Exterior, we're gonna go do that next, and then we're gonna pop the drone up, grab some drone photos, and then we're actually headed to the house directly next door to grab some photos of that. In the meantime, let's talk about the ease of use of the Osmo Pocket 3. So when it comes to ease of use, this has got to be the most beginner-friendly camera there is out there. I mean, of course, with any camera, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve, and if you've never used something with a gimbal like this before, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I've been using these for years. I've been using gimbals for close to 10 years now, and this is just so simple and easy to use. It's almost plug and play. I mean, you press a couple of buttons and you're all set and you're ready to go, and you got super smooth and steady footage and face tracking at the same time. So it's incredibly easy to use. Now I just got finished with property number 3 here, just a couple of photos on the inside, and actually just got off the phone with the realtor. He's gonna be listing the one next door. So we're actually grabbing 3 of these properties here on the water. So let's check out this view. So we just made it to house number 5 on the day, and this is a massive, beautiful, brand new build, and it's fully staged and it looks incredible. So we're gonna get started on this one. But first, what do we think about the performance of the Osmo Action 3? So from what I've seen so far, the video looks incredible, and especially in this small of a sensor size, and even in low light, it looks awesome, I think. One minor complaint though, from what I've seen so far, and this could be a setting that I have incorrect, there's a little bit of distortion on the edges using the wide angle lens here. It's like almost got this fisheye look, which I've never seen in any of the videos that I've watched online when I was deciding to buy this. So I don't know if that's a setting issue or what, but there's definitely, when using this 16mm add-on, it definitely has some fisheye distortion on the edges, and you can probably see them right now. So I don't love that, and it kind of looks a little funky sometimes. It almost gives it like a GoPro look. And not to mention, the lens itself is magnetic, so it kind of clips on, which is cool in theory, and I think it's super convenient. I think they'll probably nail this down a little bit better on the next one, but this thing falls off all the time, and it's definitely taken a beating already. And so I think magnetic clip-on, I think that's an awesome idea. Maybe next time they'll make the magnet a little bit stronger, like I said, it's only been a month, so this is kind of initial things that I'm seeing so far. And like I said, I think the image looks awesome, even without using DLOG, just the straight out of camera colors. I think they look pretty awesome. So over here in the kitchen now, and as I mentioned earlier, getting your tripod height correct is so important when it comes to kitchens, because a lot of times you see photos that are kind of down like this, and that's fine. But if we just raise it up like 4 or 5 inches and then back up so we can get the whole thing in the frame, we can see so much more of the countertops now, which is like one of the biggest things that people see in kitchens, and they love the countertops, right? Just from those small adjustments, you can get such a better image. So we just finished up photos, getting ready to start shooting video now. And I like to always start with photos. That way you get the layout, you understand every room, where it is, and that gives you a better idea of how you can shoot your transitions and how you can shoot the video in the most efficient way. And I don't know if you noticed, but we're actually filming in DLOG-M now, but I haven't used it a ton with this, so it'll be interesting to see just how much extra dynamic range we get, because we got the sun starting to set a little bit. It's getting a little bit cloudier out, so it looks a little bit more washed out in here than it did earlier, but I think it'll look pretty good. So we just finished up with house number 5 on the day. We're on to 6 here, and these are all right next to each other. Brand new development, massive houses, absolutely gorgeous. And the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to the Osmo Action 3 is this right here, this microphone that comes with it when you buy the creator kit. This is incredible because it automatically syncs to the Osmo Action 3 whenever you're using it, and you can literally just clip it onto you and you get pristine audio, and it's 32-bit float, which is so nice to have, especially when you're in big rooms like this. You get a ton of echo, it's completely empty, and it gives you that extra high quality audio, which is so nice to have, and especially when it's in this small of a package. And when you turn on the Osmo Action and you just press one button here and you're good to go. It's already synced. You don't have to worry about running extra audio cables or linking anything else. It's ready to go. And that's what I absolutely love about this. And that's, in fact, that's actually one of the major reasons that I wanted to get this in the first place, because when you have, you know, your camera set up and you have the microphone on top of it, it's too much stuff when you're already running through in a day like this and you have so many things to worry about. And making it that much more convenient just makes you actually wanna record, and it gives you a better result in the end too, because you're not worried about the gear, the equipment, anything like that. You're ready to go, and it gives you super high quality audio and super high quality video. And there it is, 7 out of 7 houses. Had to do one more, but the rain and the clouds came in, so we're gonna go and do that either tomorrow or beginning of next week. So 7 houses today, and as you can see, these things are absolutely massive. That's gonna wrap it up here. Let's head back to the studio and finish this one up. So we made it back to the studio. It's been a little while since we filmed this video. So the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the size difference between the original Osmo Pocket 1 and the Osmo Pocket 3. Obviously, we've got a battery attached here. This is the smaller one, and it's still quite a bit bigger. You can go completely without, and it's a pretty comparable size here. It's a little bit bigger, definitely wider. And when it comes to like fitting in your pocket, it definitely takes some getting used to, especially if you're like, you know what, I want to go with the large battery and I want to go with the tripod legs attached to it. And you can see it's almost double the size. So it gets to a point where, yes, it's a pocket camera, and it all depends on how much you really want to put
into it to make it a ideal setup for you to travel with. But I took a recent trip and there was quite a few times where I'm like, you know what? It's almost too big to just fit in like a normal size pocket. And like, oh, should I take it out? You know, it's too bulky to fit in my regular pockets. But after a few days of getting used to it, it's not as big of a deal as you would think. I mean, this is a crazy difference. But for the ease of use and the shots that you're able to get with it that otherwise you just wouldn't be able to capture, it's totally worth it. And I absolutely love this thing. So what do you guys think? Are you interested in the Osmo Pocket 3? This has gone absolutely crazy in the past few months. Demand has gone up. The price has gone up, I want to say like 46% from when I originally purchased it a few months back. But I've been using it for about 5 months now, and I can't recommend it enough. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. I'm going to do a few more on the Osmo Pocket 3 just because I absolutely love this camera. So subscribe if you haven't yet. I post videos just like this every week. My name's Devin, and I run a creative business here in New England. I'll see you guys in the next one.